I'm looking to see if Ambrosia decide to win a pistol round. I had to quadruple check that that's accurate. Yeah, that's tough. It's insane that they are up in the series 2-1 without winning one pistol. I mean, it kind of, you know, for the first time played out in map 3 where they got completely destroyed, but we will find out if they can bounce back and win a pistol round.
Prowler's already gotten out of B main here. The Satellite being one of the furthest forward players. And they're going to be looking over towards that market direction. It's actually a smoke here on that B site proper. As Pacto gets a decent amount of information for his troubles here and doesn't really have any backup. Might be a while before Retro can get here. He's obviously rotating back through spawn.
Pacto just jiggling and now feeling the pressure. Has to run, doesn't actually get caught. Cliff had a chance.
Shot dark there. It's pretty easy to sidestep. Shonek's not ready to have to cover both angles, though. I think Bonnie's timing there just gets the better of him. So Pacto's been able to fall back to the side safely, and then he deals with it. Satellite as he rounds the corner. Shonek's so eventually ended up winning that fight against Bonnie. He was low after their first encounter. Able to hit a crucial shot. And here's Retro just with a bit of spam on that ghost, but safety behind box is the planter, and Acreon will start it.
Is it finally happening? We have some good positions right now from Ambrosia. A couple flashes to play with. Maybe Shondex can find a backstab timing when the pressure comes in, when his teammates are drawing attention.
The paranoia hits box. Oh, Alvin also looks like Glyph was caught by it as well. Great omen, util, but Ambrosia able to fight out of these positions, and now it's up to Nanas, who has to respect the fault line. Step back on it. Marked, of course, here by the fade. All but impossible now for Nanas to take a round like this away. Ambrosia, important attack side pistol here.
They've done it. For the first time in this series, they've won a pistol round. That must feel oh so good. What a relief. What a relief for them. Now, don't get ecoed challenge.
Exactly.
We've never seen them in this situation. They won a pistol and have to anti-eco. Can they do it? They are buying up heavy right now. Triple Guardian Bulldog. Matter of fact, make that a Phantom instead for Acreon.
Trip the anti-flank here on the A side of the map. So just how fast are we looking to play for Ambrosia? Oh, this... Welly here might try and sell a little bit more with that Cypher Cam being able to spot him out. There was that smoke, of course, placed in A main to try and obscure any movements. Oh, Practo with the Sheriff. Surely not after winning a pistol. Winning the pistol. Surely we don't just turn around and collapse here. Ambrosia, a player short. Now making a drift across mid while Burger Boys slowly extract themselves from the A side of the map.
At least Shondex is able to easily retrieve that Guardian the entire time. Welly has just been chilling over here in B main, so at any given point, the rest of the team can just pivot back. They have control. They can go for this execute. Alvin's backside with that shorty.
Okay, here we go. Trying to throw down on this B side instead. Here's Glyph playing forward. Weapons just aren't there for Burger Boys to make much of this, nor is there the util. They had a Sheriff in the hands of Alvin. Looks like a group up here. Looked like there was some potential in this round. I like the double stack here towards A long by the defenders. Now, though, it's about trying to get some value for money. Charging in, right clicks eventually do connect. There's even more to be done. Shondex now just has to mow them down and says, thanks, I'll take the orbs. Appreciate it.
Somewhat worrying when Glyph is caught out in the open by the relay bolt, but they stabilize. They get the two most important guns over into this bonus round. Buy should be decent enough. See how much they want to invest. And yeah, just enough to get one more Guardian, couple Sheriffs, nothing crazy. But that is enough to maybe turn this round on its head. We'll have to see. That was a good little opener from Practo. Glyph said, why don't I get stunned and paranoia out in the open? Why not?
So there's a rifle still being passed around here for Ambrosia.
Ooh,
yeah, two Sheriffs in this bonus round.
And that haunt and the stun little combo allows Satellite to get up there real fast. Just has that fast lane to obscure the view from the left side from his point of view. Free space into elbow. It's currently being re-cleared by Practo's drone. This has drawn a lot of attention from the Burger Boys over towards that A side. Triple players stacked up in that area.
The same trapwire here being placed multiple rounds by Ambrosia, so indicates So even if they do spend a long time there, there's no risk of getting backstabbed. Now, no information about B. They've got to ponderously re-clear B main within the next minute. There is a Cypher cam there. But outside of that, not the strongest entrenched positions for the defenders. In fact, the moment you tilt some smoke or other would just kind of force them off the site, but there isn't any here for Glyph. He's able to throw one smoke up. There are two in the end. And so in we get to the site. No plant yet. Nana's somehow able to fall off and find a spray kill through that smoke. It's Satellite hit by the relay bolts.
Oh, he's
really
trying to do the most there. And Burger still want to fight forward right now, but Burger Boys are just cleaning them up, swinging out of Boba together. Of course, it was the bonus round, so Ambrosia feel like let's go for something proactive, but unfortunately Satellite just stunned up, trying to push through the dark cover. Take the fight in Boba, doesn't work out. They did a fair job, manipulating the rotates, getting into that site for free. Well, I say for free. They did have to use the Rolling Thunder. There was just no one there to actually get caught by it. And for what feels like, I don't know, fourth, fifth time maybe since split into this game. I'm probably exaggerating, but first kill found from Burger Boys just spamming through smoke on defense. Like, how many times did they do that on split?
Yeah, a lot.
It must have been like minimum 2 times, maybe 3. It was quite a bit.
It happened extensively. Icebox 2, in fairness. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, pulling the players off that B side, Ambrosia were able to smoke up and just get in. And then wanted to push off the site into Boba. Obviously didn't go so well after losing a player to some spray. Regardless, like you mentioned, bonus there for Ambrosia, so ability from this decent spot. I have to say, though, Burger Boys only having to replace one gun. Putting Alvin on a judge instead. Not a terrible sign. At least there's a staging ground for them here to work from. This time there's no Cypher cam inside B. Cypher's all the kills over the A side of the map. So Shondex gets his and bows out.
In the meantime, Ambrosia have Satellite and Welly slowly contacting to get space towards A main. This Camel spot out both of them on the cross, and it does get broken. Alvin could be a nuisance here. Backside playing with the judge.
That Hunter's Fury, okay. Fire even being triggered here. Alvin Norquist is bouncing. There with the judge. Finds his. We're even in numbers now. Burger Boys all playing off this A site will likely allow Ambrosia to do this. But with Util in hand there. Nana's normally on the right side of those 50-50s. This time, Karma comes calling. Nice little up shot there. Forced Acreon away, but Retro did not have a window to pick him off. Now has to play this 1 versus 3. Not the end of the world for Burger Boys. Another gun for Retro will be very good, but you have to settle. The 2 casualties on the Ambrosia side.
Unlucky that in that moment, we saw Nanners pulling out the paranoia to try and set up his teammates who were going to flood in from alley back towards CT. Now Burger Boys forced onto an unfortunate eco. No, they have been hitting the right sites. Like, look at the minimap here when they're getting in. It is just Alvin back site. Gets the Hunter's Fury to support, but once that judge is exposed in the corner, it's really only going to be good for one there. Ambrosia can just play that at range. Last anti-eco wasn't the cleanest. Maybe they can do a better job here.
There's no chance to shut the door now from Market. The Satellite posts up on this angle. Nanas did want to get away. Balak, you're kind of forced to play these long sight lines if you want to have any mid presence. Are we going to hop into mid off a flashpoint? Yep, that's the play. Here comes Bonnie. Sheriff's out. Are Ambrosia ready for this? Caught on the corner. Yes, Satellite has the appropriate weapon for the situation and then brings the Outlaw back out. Shot on the corner would have been nice, but there's a fault line that lets Satellite play off of this. Whips out the Outlaw and goes to work. He's down. I'm picking up for the 2 of us, apparently. The Nanas and Practo get a little bit messy, and Practo there again with the Sheriff. He found 2. And all of a sudden, it's a very frazzled-looking Welly on a round that should have been an easy one for Ambrosia. They are in deep trouble.
And both players incredibly weak. I do like this wrap around to tiles. We'll see if he can catch someone off guard. The Practo looking in this direction, maybe at the perfect time.
There were no thrifties last map at all. Neither team really able to make it happen. This, such a bizarre round for it to happen to Ambrosia. So the economy now is in a really weird spot.
Yeah, how did it swing back at the end? I mean, I got it was just Practo ran out, gets 2 headshots with the Sheriff, because Ambrosia had a great response. It was in this moment. When that dark cover went down, they knew there was about to be a push out mid, so they just back up and allow the aggression to come, avoid it, collect 2 kills.
They lost the 3v5.
And then, Practo just, I guess, just swings out, gets 2 headshots with the Sheriff.
Nana's
cool.
also swung. Like, both of them got 3 kills between them.
It is an FPS game.
More so now, I guess, in this current patch than in prior. Gunplay returning to the fore. Like Bonnie's top thatch has been getting more and more frazzled and out of place as this game has gone on.
Wait,
Tough day,
oh my god, thank god Retro is there to help. In some serious danger.
Oh, I like this little involvement over towards market direction. Burger Boys know that Ambrosia, they smoke top mid. They know they're going to try to make a fast play over towards the side. What is this game? What is happening here? Shonex catches 2. And they're not even stacked up. The Guardian just sings. Burger Boys, though, in all fairness, should have this round on lock. And a chance to really stack up some of these defensive ones. There's Bonnie, like you mentioned, saved by Retro at the start of the round, because he was standing right in front of a smoke against an ulting Neon.
Ambrosia did a great job swarming back into market as a team the second, or rather, sorry, Burger Boys did a great job swarming onto Ambrosia the second they were getting into market there. I mean, look at this. That fast lane coming through, Alvin just scaling behind it.
Mighty clean stuff there, in fairness. So we have an even game. Ambrosia been able to buy up again. Bonnie is still on the op. This time, just wants to hold that extremity angle. Not on the right part of the map for it though. Ambrosia look like they're fancying a fast hit towards the A side. They've already been able to clear elbow out to some degree with the Prowler. Waiting on those Omen smokes to bloom, and that's going to be the go signal. Yep, one of it will CT straight away. Practo also. Okay, forced off by the Nightfall. Looks like he allowed himself to be tickled by that one. Retro, rooted in place, should be able to duck behind the boxes and stay safe, but he'll have no ability to play off that position.
Spike play.
Satellite considering going for something aggressive here, was just waiting for the paranoia, not going to catch anyone close. Counter paranoia comes out from Burger Boys, and they're going to want to get into Link off the back of it. They just can't yet. Now waiting for Retro's util to do so, but that's going to allow a dark cover to be placed yet again. So much time is just being wasted. They're meandering about, now trying to get through spawn.
Fast lane gets them at least into halls. Shondex falls in the battle against Bonnie. Cliff flashed out. Tough fight to win. Great retake util so far from Burger Boys. Oh, it's so clean. Would have been a flawless if not for Welly in a beanie at the most important moment. But much like Shondex a few rounds ago, it's just not nearly enough. Burger Boys have the lead.
The time was getting to a dangerously low point for Burger Boys to get back in, because they really wanted to go Link, but they just kept getting delayed. Ultimately decide late, okay, let's pivot to spawn, and Bonnie really comes up huge for them. Getting 2 kills, I mean, if he even goes 1 for 1 there, I think the complexion of that retake is vastly different.
Definitely an important timeout to call now after 3 consecutive rounds have been dropped. And honestly, we have seen a couple of very impressive retakes here from Burger Boys. This is their first round they won. It starts with Nanas just finding some spray, but then it ends up, they exit the round with like 4 rifles to hand. So they have this like really nice economic situation. They can sort of snowball into getting themselves back into the game. Don't even ask me about this round. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. Bonnie and Welly on your screen. Bonnie's obviously opted to take the op in hand in the last couple of rounds. Even though we couldn't initially be at that A site during the hit, he's able to rotate in and help with the retake. Just plunge over towards halls and find 2 quick kills.
So we've definitely got Ambrosia trying to scheme what's going to happen. Sure, for this round where they're on the save, but they're going to have the ultimates to play with after that. Crucially, that rolling thunder. Bonnie's yet to get super active with this operator. Hasn't found the value yet. Maybe it can begin now. Posted up towards mid, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Ambrosia happy to yet again just use that haunt to get Satellite quickly into elbow. And they're just going to back off. force a re-clear from Burger Boys as they likely pivot towards B main, where Shondex has just been holding for anyone to push.
Now, of course, avoiding mid entirely because Ambrosia know that operator is still in play.
There's a great timing right now on a drone that just came out from Practo to re-clear elbow. That's going to give some very valuable information. I would expect Burger Boys to think that a pivot to B is going to be coming.
We've got the one way to play off of here as they try and push out. Fast lane popped instantly. Here goes Satellite, still asking for more. Gets himself in a market. Bonnie can't watch the angle. Nanas, though, too good. Oh, man. Guy will not be shifted. Alvin steps up. Bonnie getting involved now. You've got a feeling the round's already over as it is. These Sheriffs, not much to be got from them here. That is just unnecessary from Bonnie, but that's fine. We'll allow it. Burger Boys, 5 rounds. They are stacking them.
I'm kind of glad Bonnie has the op because it might be reeling back his turbo feed instincts. I think him on the Neon in this series could be dangerous. He has just had the desire to go aggro mode 24/7 and might just allow his worst instincts to kick over. The devil on his shoulder, but maybe the op is keeping him reined in a little bit.
Now, Kane would have hit that. Just saying. He did yesterday. Wildness. This time it's a pretty early, like, B setup here. Still a Cypher cam to deal with. No one way, though. Set up by Alvin. Once again, you've got to get through Alvin and Nanas, who've been probably the two standout performances for this team outside of Retro today.
Ambrosia, go ahead and make their presence known in B main. They've been taking it for free basically every single round, but it hasn't paid off. And they've just left Glyph to passively watch here towards A. This is really the closest that Practo has been playing on any of these rounds. And he could be in some serious danger, getting stunned up right now. Satellite is right on top of him. What a seize as well.
Stunning. Everything hit him. Relay bolt seize. Hit by rather the fault line. Beautifully done. That's dotting I's, crossing T's if you're Ambrosia now. They've just got to put the period on the sentence. Such an important round for them here. They've got, look how far up mid. They've managed to get Shondex as well. Neural theft available for him. Rolling Thunder now for the attackers. They want that link control, but there's nobody there for Burger Boys. And Alvin's the one that wins the fight. This is big for the defenders. Now you can base a retake off the info you just got from these pings. The Satellite tries to get ahead of the timing. Push up. Bunny. What is going on, buddy?
Got the knife damage off. The knife? Retro's holding the line. There's no way Retro's can win this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yeah, we've devolved into the land of silliness.
Right. I know the map is called Sunset, but I didn't expect it to be dragged into the Twilight Zone.
This is a different level of gameplay that we're witnessing. There's a great opener there.
Oh, nice.
Loved what I was seeing. This, a little ridiculous.
Did he get a knife hit? I think he did.
Yes, he did. He got
he
got the knife hit. I think it was a left click or he would have killed him.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's fast into market right now, but Satellite's getting stunned off and just deleted by Nanners. Perfect defensive util.
I mean, you can surmise, right? It's either there's going to be a fast hit somewhere with these stingers. Or G2 coded round from Ambrosia.
Spike down B.
I'm just saying, Burger Boys here. Signaling.
What is happening? These guys are playing better with Practo and his friends setup.
Yes. He just installed the game.
What's going on? Does his friend have a 480 hertz monitor? He's only got the 120? What's happening? This is crazy. Totally different teams.
Everybody on this, yeah, exactly. Over the course of this series, we've seen two sides of both our rosters. Ambrosia is so brutal. Satellite can't get anything started up. Bonnie is trying to get eliminated in some of these rounds and still looking good. I like the op play in that round. That was a nice look. So that was a call. Okay, that was the eco out from Ambrosia. They're by stingers. That doesn't work out now. What do we get? Fast hit to A. Relay bolt already sort of going off here over towards elbow, and they get in. Practo and Bonnie set up here. Bonnie gets out straight away. Practo's going to see this coming. The bait. It's so nice. But aftershock there for Akri and caught Bonnie out as he was trying to move from that position. He had no choice. Nanas.
Spike down
2v3. Obviously pinged down in this position. Needs Alvin desperately to come and help. Not bad. And it was close. Real close.
And a chance with both of those players lined up at the end.
Last round.
I like that setup from Burger Boys, but I just don't think they had anything left to either block off the view or, I mean, definitely no stuns. They used them both right away for the players that were going up A short. So, you know, when they had Bonnie just running out of elbow, he's just caught right out in the open by those players, unfortunately. I like the bait and switch idea, though. I mean, it was pretty cool, but... All right, last opportunity for Ambrosia to get another round here. They were on a 6-round dry spell until that one, and Burger Boys have multiple ultimates to play with.
Okay, we're doing it again.
Right, that's one way to deal with it. I mean, yeah, at some point, Satellite kind of getting red for that little play. They set up around it.
I mean, it's round 12, right? I guess you've got plenty of reason to expect that if you're Bonnie. So, the plan B is that site, exactly. Already Glyph's been able to get pretty deep onto that site himself. Alvin's a bit concerned about the mid presence, which is being held by Akri, and he's not really pushing it too hard though right now. Here's the overdrive. And Ambrosio getting blasted. 4-round half is going to be all they get on this attack side, Wyatt.
This one is as good as done. Okay, Bonnie starting to heat up a little bit, playing this Neon on Sunset. Getting set up really well by that Rolling Thunder that came in from Retro. He's not putting up the kills in this one, but he's playing some Discord kit in Valorant. He's got those 14 assists. He's making his duelist look like a god. That's what you need from your breach.
That's fine. I mean, Retro's been more than serviceable this map. Bonnie blasts him. All right, feeling good. What we need to see from Burger Boys now, if they want to make this a reverse sweep, folks, that's right. They were able to take split pretty convincingly. Pistol win here would be great. Ambrosia are 1 from 7 pistols so far.
And the first one was on this map. I didn't really help them. Didn't help too much, unfortunately. Burger Boys are just pretty incredible. After coming back from this break, let's see if they can get another pistol. Well, it's looking good so far because Bonnie is back.
Yeah, relay bolts. Hello. Bonnie slides on in. Yeah, he's come alive. God, that is wild. Yesterday, off the boil. Today, horrible start. The Ascent map was really, I think, really telling for me. But now, like, he might just have himself an ace. Get himself going. Thank you very much for coming. Hey, ace. Picked up here for Bonnie. And crucially, another pistol round for Burger Boys. Ambrosia have a 12% pistol win rate so far in this series.
He might just be like that. We have been waiting on this Bonnie to arrive. This is the Bonnie that headed into yesterday. Was the statistical leader in ACS, ADR, most of the other relevant stats. Really struggled for the first few maps of this series, but this is the kind of gameplay you expect. Just the snappy, perfect aim. And a lot of aggression. Speaking of, Bonnie is all the way up into sight right now.
Yeah, he's doing tricks on that A side. A whole lot. Satellite even spotted as he tries to get away. Bonnie's going to chase him down. Why? What?
Oh, God. Well, not the stun. Oh, my God. If Nanas didn't win that, yeah, disaster.
I mean, there's more to do here. These classics are actually getting involved in the fight. There's Glyph, though. Alvin, no need to right-click at all. Retro overrun, though. That's Welly's second classic kill of the round. So the Marshal is the savior. Okay. Fine. 4 for Alvin now. Burger Boys adamant about converting on this game. Bit of a weird bonus coming up, but a couple Spectres here. We'll see what they can get for their troubles. Rifles built up around them.
Yeah, it was a pretty light buy for them into that. Good thing Alvin decided to go God mode, and now they're getting a pretty reasonable buy into this bonus with a couple rifles in their hands. Obviously, feels stupid to say in situations like this, but hey, I think Ambrosia, this is a must-win round.
A lot riding on it. They've got 2 half armors. Bonnie still has a stinger. So opted actually not to. He initially made a larger purchase, but that away for the time being. Spotted by Spy came dark, but There's really no presence here in market whatsoever, but this is selling a lot. Despite this, Ambrosia well, they're skeptical. Glyph is tucked. Nobody looking at him. So 2 easy kills. This is going to take a lot of the momentum away from the attackers. Mind you, Bonnie still with a stinger. So really, he was supposed to be the juicy piece of bait dangling. Now he might actually be called upon to be the tip of the spear for Burger Boys.
Well, he's certainly drawn some attention, getting pinged up by the cam and by the haunt, and then has to break the prowler. But I like this decision from Burger Boys to just cut noise, group up with Bonnie, pushing through stairs.
Okay, Simon, this is going to get you close with the stinger. Oh, Alvin. Somehow always in with a chance. And now they know the B-side is theirs for the taking. Even a cam to set up after the fact. Satellite's going to try and get ahead of this if he can.
30 seconds left.
And he has crossed Boba.
Planted.
Retro doesn't want to do too much here. Not for now.
He does have one flash he could try to throw out to support Alvin.
Surely he'll go now. Yep. He walks up after the cam, sees both defenders cross.
No, just wants to play for a potential crossfire swing off of Alvin.
Enemy remaining.
What crossfire? He's swinging the corner. Alvin with 4 in the round. Now it's to Retro. Healthy and up, and Acreon has a better weapon. Fault line. Forces the breach away. He's already on the defuse, though. Away.
Cosmetic stun. Fake ability.
Rosie, though, that's the round.
Gets off that.
They have to win this one, but man, it doesn't get any easier. This next one is grim. The money not in good shape. Burger Boys, for a round they lose, they get everything else that they could ask for.
It's past 2 rounds. Alvin just decided to go crazy. Glyph gets a great advantage for Ambrosia. And in this moment, just instant crosshair adjustment to the swing that was coming from spawn side.
Pretty clean from Acreon, though. What a moment for him. So let's see how they can string this together. They've been able to avail themselves, some guardians here, the defenders. A lot of half armors at the moment. We're trying to desperately make the right choice in terms of allocation of personnel. They're here on the A site. He's looking a little more smug.
In a lot of trouble. Great util combo.
What? No. Okay, Nana's TP'd into that. Maybe just a slight misjudgment.
Yeah, I think it, honestly, even when I saw him do that, it looked like the aftershock was a little bit to the left and he would have been able to make it. It was hard to tell.
All right, Ambrosia. My goodness. Man, this is the stabilizing round they needed. Satellite downed by the shock. Facto eventually going to get cleared out. Able to get the crossfire going here, though. Dangerous. It shows himself as he thinks to cross, but the spike is loose, and it is. It's all down to Alvin. No need to rush this. Not when you have Shondex making his way over via mid. Okay. Job done. Ambrosia now really taking a bite out of this Burger Boys economy.
The second the Burger Boys showed that presence in elbow, and you can see Ambrosia just had a nice utility set up to pounce on that. When you're in that enclosed space, you really can't do anything about the stuns that are coming through. I believe there was a paranoia as well. And then obviously, unlucky for Nanners that he teleports right into that aftershock. Thought that he was going to be to the right of it, but not the case.
Now, is this a bona fide comeback? Bonnie's hoping to supplement his lack of rifle with it. An overdrive. Here he comes. Definitely made himself known here. Not caught inside the C's either. Relay bolt. Look at this. Ambrosia just play off the site entirely. Group up here. Better give it over. They're rolling Thunder to retake it. But again, they don't get taken down by any of this early aggression. This pop forward. Well, he's so disciplined in this corner now. Prowler out. Should reveal Bonnie tucked there. There's an outdrone looking now for the attack side to try and light some of these players up. Here they come. Nana's down. Satellite on the site. What a time. What a time to come alive, folks. Wow.
That was a lovely retake from Ambrosia. Satellite
Flawless.
able to dance around and then just get some really clean headshots into main. They were in need of that flawless. Look at their economy right now. 3 players on 200 or less credits, and they get away with a flawless. That's putting them in a nice position to make this comeback a reality. They have the Rolling Thunder now for this buy round. That's going to be huge.
Yeah,
Just look at them on the
can.
mini-map right now. The way that they're swarming in together, this scaling is perfect.
Giving up the site now is a real option once you have the Rolling Thunder in order to retake. I think Akrian has often, on the attack side, just kind of used it more speculatively and didn't really catch anyone with either of the two that he used. Here, though, obviously the context is vastly different as a defender. So what do we got? Burger Boys, big presence here in Elbow. This is the last round that they can really buy, so it's definitely incentivized if they're Ambrosia to spend these big ults if they make sense. Be allowed to creep into mid. There is a camera watching for this. Alex does see what he needs. He sees the duel, so he knows. Haunt, C3, all the information you could ask for. And now's the question of, do you pull off the site? It looks like that might be the case. All about the Rolling Thunder now for the retake.
They can absolutely just play to that ultimate. Burger Boys are slowing down a little bit right now. Jerome is going into Bo, but here comes that Rolling Thunder. It's actually going to mark it, so Satellite can try to get a pick. I love that.
Spike planted.
One easy one. It doesn't do anything about the site, though. Eventually, Satellite does have to reach a little bit further. He wants to go for it. Practo on the corner. Just burn to a crisp, folks. Satellite 3 is going to be more than enough now to make this a genuine comeback here from Ambrosia. Burger Boys' economy shattered. And another 4 guns carried into the next for the defenders.
That is such a heads-up, just lovely decision from Ambrosia, from Akrian, to just use that Rolling Thunder to isolate one player in market, get that free kill with the overdrive, and then it resets. And Satellite really played to the time remaining on that ultimate so well. After he gets this kill, he's trying to find the duel, just gets in, clears that corner onto Practo, and then it resets, fights into Nanners. The rest of the team swing out Boba in the meantime. These retakes are just looking regimented. They are fantastic on that B side at the moment. That's got Burger Boys in a bad economic spot.
Yeah, this could be a 1-round game at this rate. Again, like you're likely just to play off the site. Notice the trapwire locations here. Next might actually want to play off them more aggressively. Take those kill opportunities. It's much harder to trapwire that B main exit nowadays. That was took a while though. Here we go. Hunter's Fury already being popped by the attacker side now. Satellite trying to dodge through that. Welly stunned up. There it is. Satellite though rips out the Outlaw. Only good for 1. Shonek's trying to play off his own trips, but somehow Bonnie's able to bring him down.
There's no good reason that kill should be happening in a trip. All right, Dark Cover isolates Bonnie, and now the Nightfall. They feel like they've got to use it on this anti-eco. You can't blame them.
Can he get in? Nanners is dealt with. That's the hardest part done for Ambrosia. More to do. Akrian takes a bit of damage there through the corner. Sharp shooting, though, yields the kill of Retro. And Practo here's going to have a double, if not triple face to deal with. Has to reveal himself now. He just has to be better in moments like this, and that's a big ask.
To some extent, Burger Boys will be happy that they were able to get that Nightfall out, that they made the round close enough that that ult needed to be used while they were on an eco. And it is unfortunate that the Hunter's Fury doesn't, net much. Retro is still a bit far away from that Rolling Thunder, so all of the relevant ults have been expended at this point. Again, Ambrosia, it's like that Dark Cover that gets thrown down that just puts Bonnie alone so they can swing ult and get that first free kill. Their play on this B site is genuinely excellent.
Satellite's got this op. Going to take that to mid a little later, but there'll be a crossfire at least to watch for this Tiles push. No one's watching out of market except their passive camera Shondex. The Burger Boys get mid. That's a question of what they do with it. One way over at A being refreshed now, but there's definitely no action coming that way. It's all about this transition out of mid for the attackers.
There is only one player, that's Retro, that has a light armor, so Satellite would have to headshot or 2-shot. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize he got the operator into this round. He could just shoot them in the body. That'll be fine, actually. That's serviceable enough.
Alex's cam got cleared, but Bonnie knows he can't really be the one to start this off by imagine. Oh, the timing! Oh, buddy! Okay, now your options get opened up drastically. You still have that mid control. Manus is hoping that somebody gets a little angsty. Looks for a rotator. Well, he might be that player. Will this timing work against them here? It does, but practice still able to find one. This leaves Burger Boys at a player advantage. And Bracer have got money to spend. It's more an issue of the round buffer.
Exactly where you are.
Would this be a fake comeback here to avert the reverse sweep? We're about to find out.
Manus is just postured up with this paranoia, ready for that noise made from Ambrosia when they use the paranoia of their own, try and flash out, get out of Boba. It's just going to be sent out a little bit too early. Satellite is in with the rifle.
Oh, caught there. Nice
Great job.
fault line. That was so dirty from Retro. But he can get the job done now, and Burger Boys one step closer to taking us to a fifth and final map in this series.
They do a fantastic job of isolating Satellite on the entry there. The relay bolt that comes in. The other two players remaining from Ambrosia just still caught half to tuck in the corner in Boba so they don't die. And Satellite had no hope. Even if he gets the first, there was another swing coming and things would have been traded out in proper fashion.
One enemy remaining.
Beautifully done. Such great setup there for Retro. After 22 assists. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. So it's at least an assist per round.
Oh, Glyph is trying to face into this? Oh my god, I mean, he's thanking his lucky stars that he got one in that situation. That was a crazy, crazy play.
I don't think he would ever have run that back knowing what kind of util would be waiting for him. Still, big setup on Link here. Potential multi-swing scenario. Burger Boys to some degree were ready for it though. Nana's got his. Chunked to 44. But the map has definitely softened up significantly. This play from Shondax getting active, pushing out mid. She might have a golden opportunity here. If he ends up getting this kill on Alvin, if he ends up seeing him, this changes the math drastically for the attackers.
He did hear some footsteps for a moment in spawn. And you can see that Ambrosia, because of that, they are rotating away from A right now. The dark cover is thrown to B, but that is a fake. Oh, Shondax catches Retro and gets the neural theft off. So critical.
And information means everything now. No longer can Burger Boys spread Ambrosia thin. They're going to have to go with it in a disadvantaged scenario. They need to get to the site. 23 seconds left. Oh, where's the play off of that? Okay, there's Willie at least secured the trade. Alvin ducks behind box. He's going to go for it now. No other choice. Prowler takes a bite out of crime. Now Alvin will be revealed to all. And Shonlex is able to finish him off. That's dicey. A little bit of a dangerous round. The coffers of Ambrosia are starting to get drained. But they're still on track for an 11-11 game.
That was really fantastic from Shondex. Catches a lovely moment to get down mid, push into spawn. Having the neural theft there, that was huge.
That was wild.
Again, if you're in my ranked games, you better not be doing that. On God, do not be doing that in my games. That was a crazy play to go for.
One enemy remaining.
And that was bizarre. The fact that he gets away proves the cosmetic nature of the stuns.
There.
Just as Ryan intended. All right, let's get to it, folks. 22 rounds into the game, and it's a close one. A three-player stack over on the A side is present here for Ambrosia. Satellite still with an op in hand, so the option to swing back to mid and catch a later foray there.
You have to call out the Burger Boys economy right now. It is looking super rough. This is a must-win for them. This should be worth 2 for Ambrosia. P from Satellite. Really nice reaction time.
They get 4 players over here. Practice able to dig one out, and we might just be falling off on the back of that. Glyph can't really follow. No alt orb. To get into B quickly. And again, in so many of Ambrosia's wins in their big results, really hung on Shondex. Being such a difficult sentinel to shift from these sites. And the game plan for Cypher players on this map hasn't changed much. Maybe slight difference is the trap wire location. But this camera is designed to be able to look into market and B main simultaneously. So next we'll see this neutral start to come out. It does clear all of his trap wires though, so he has none of those yet to work with. Recon bolt thrown to the back of the side. Shondex, I think, was caught inside that fault line. Yeah, he's stunned up right now. Could not help. In we go. Shondex having to deal with Bonnie now and merges. Only finds his one. Well, he's on the move here. There's no way he's getting that kill, and Alvin shuts him down. Map point for Burger Boys.
That was an insane kill from Bonnie, sliding backside. Genuinely insane. Practo, that kill he got swinging into Satellite early on. Big risk to take, but it absolutely paid off. He was rapid with that shot and also just had the perfect crosshair placement to delete Satellite on this swing.
Go, go, go. 30 seconds left.
That fault line again, man, is deadly.
Yeah, they're syncing things up really well. I mean, they are absolutely giving Bonnie prime opportunity to get kills. And Alvin has just been robotic with his aim on this map.
Just how far into B main Burger Boys looking to go here? The Ambrosia build up enough of a bank. This is the kind of round where they give a sight, play off Acreon's Rolling Thunder. They don't need to take any risks here early. Just try and play off this side if they can. That camera, though, is not set up to watch into B main.
Right there.
I think it is just for that mid look.
Bring them down.
Probably going to go there himself. Check out the Prowler. Smoked out inside market, though, as we speak. It's going to be the setup now for Burger Boys. In they go. An early Rolling Thunder. Very early. And behind this, what? What is there? Contact out in the open, but there's nowhere to look at. Bonnie's only playing remotely on the site. Now it's just a shooting battle with the players set up in B main, and Nanas has gotten in behind with an Omen TP, but Satellite is waiting. Now, if Nanas is worth his salt, he doesn't move from that spot. Actually, he found a timing. Oh, Satellite turned around. Surely that's got to be it. He finally has that ultimate now. Bonnie loses out. Going for the shorty again. No plant still. Why? Want to make that clear. At some point, Practo has to put his money where his mouth is.
What is happening, man? Nanas is finally coming through Boba. The paranoia catches on a one.
Surely not. He's 46 health. No spike planted yet. Good for the swing. Okay, we're not done apparently. Fine. Round 24 it is, folks. And Ambrosia win that round.
I abstain from trying to break down anything in that round. I abstain. Maybe we could get a guest in here. A Dryad? So someone want to come in here and break down that round? Because I'm not doing it. That was a little chaotic.
Dryad, her response in chat is no. You got that.
No, I'm good. Next round is starting. Let's see what's going on. That was just
You literally
chaos,
just boycotted the end of that round.
Okay, stun through for Satellite to push it. Crazy deep vanish. Oh, we should have been able to get that.
He knows the two. Look at him lean back in the chair. What a tense round. The Rolling Thunder for Retro.
I know exactly.
At least stops Ambrosia in their tracks, but here is a bit of info for you. All right, fast lane thrown up by Bonnie. Acreon doesn't want to spray himself away. Well, okay, trade to the mids. Shondex tries to swing out, removed. Welly. Okay, well, Welly had the opportunity there, surely with that scope weapon, and there you have it, folks. 13-11 on Sunset. Why not? Why not take us to map 5 after that? Burger Boys, wake up. Bonnie comes alive when he's not